Hey there, welcome back to White River Homestead. I'm Shy. Today I'm just going to film a day in the life of what we're doing today. So starting out this morning, we got up, we had breakfast, we had a slow morning with our dogs, had some coffee, and now we're outside just kind of doing a bunch of cleanup. Something you guys don't know about us is about 2 months ago, on a Tuesday morning, our barn caught fire. Uh, Out of nowhere, we had just got a ton of snow the night before. The roads weren't even plowed yet. It was a crazy mess. So we're still cleaning up from that. We're actually just getting started on that cleanup. We had a dumpster delivered yesterday, and so that's what Lair's working on this morning, is trying to get trash and insulation and a bunch of the debris out of the barn so we can get rolling along with that. You can see here in the background, I got a fire going. I'm going to be picking up brush from around the property, getting it put on the fire, keeping that going today. We're going to try to work on some cellar clean out since we have a dumpster, put some of the stuff in there. So it's just kind of a maintenance day. It's a chilly day. Obviously you can see I have a toboggan and my hoodie on here. It's a chilly day, but once the sun comes out, we'll be in t-shirts and we'll be perfectly fine. I personally love this time of year because it's cool enough that I can be working in a hoodie. I hate being too hot. So Lair loves the super hot days, but I love spring weather. This is my kind of weather. So we're gonna go ahead and get to work, and we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. So it's about 3:30 here, and we've just kind of been picking up brush around the property. My uncle stopped by, he helped out with that. We hung out with him for a few. The dogs had some yard time. You can see Bogey back there still sniffing around. We got a lot of the brush burnt. I haven't even made it to the cellar yet. I don't know if I will today or not. But I'm about to plant some of my cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower and stuff like that. So Lair's still working on the barn. We have some friends coming over in a little bit. So my goal is to get these planted in the beds before our friends show up. So let's go ahead and hop over and let's do that. Okay, so here we are in one of my 3x3 cedar beds. We're going to go ahead and plant 2 of these types of lettuce. I don't know what they are. I just put lettuce. I know there's something fancy, but we'll learn that down the road. And then 3 cabbages. This bed is covered in fresh compost. So we're gonna go ahead and dig some holes and get this stuff planted. I should know the spacing requirements on this stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I didn't really pay enough attention to worry about it. So if that interests you, you can probably look up spacing requirements. I'm just gonna wing it and we'll see what happens. So I'm just kind of pinching the edges here to loosen it up. And then we're gonna pull it out. Ooh, that's a good root system. Stick it down in here. Put my gloves on here. I wear my gloves for a lot of things. I don't wear my gloves for other things. It just kind of depends on my mood. But we're gonna get some of these big clumps out of the way here. I should have made labels for each of these, but I'm hoping just putting kind of a label in the beds will remind me. And if not, I can look back onto this video and remind myself. These are cabbages. Cabbages, as I call them around here. Cabbages. So then, I really didn't even think this through properly. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do another one here in the middle, and then one in the other corner. Ooh. Oh, just a weed from the compost. No big deal. I am going to cover these in a cloth eventually as well. Hopefully that will keep any pests away. But let's turn you around here a little more. So I'm just going to plop it down here in this hole. Try to fill in around it. Okay. Tossing some of these chunks into other beds, get them out of my way. We got this compost from a friend of ours who has horses. This is our first time using it, but I'm real excited to see how it works. Okay, got my hole over here. I'm just gonna, and the label is in this one, so I'm just gonna leave it in there. And that'll remind me that these were all of our cabbages. And then I will go ahead and plant the spinach right over here and call that good to go. So once I'm done with planting these beds and getting all of this settled, we're gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. Our friends are coming over, we're gonna make some dinner, and then we have the first, we call it the Madison Street Cruise of the season. There's the second or third, whatever Saturday this is, of each month. A bunch of locals get their old cars out and they cruise up and down Madison Street like they used to do back in, we call it the old days. So it's a pretty neat event. I'll probably get some footage of that for you guys and toss in here. But other than that, I think that's about it. So it is now Sunday morning. It is about 10 a.m. We got up, we went to breakfast. Every Sunday morning we have breakfast with my grandparents and my uncle. Sometimes my dad joins, he did today. And then we do any quick errands we needed. So we went to Rural King, picked up some bags of composted manure, some pea gravel to put around our fence posts, and just a few other small things. So we're gonna do some yard work and then hang out this Sunday afternoon, get some barn work done and stuff like that. So this is a day in the life of us on our homestead. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. And as always, cultivate originality.